Welcome to M&B TV, where creativity meets the untold stories behind the music. Today we're diving into the mind of a rising star who's turning heads with his unique sound and deep storytelling. Meet Guy Ware, better known by his stage name, 448.
Yep.
448, a native of Wyandotte County, Kansas. Guy's journey from Wyandotte High School to the music scene is as raw and real as the tracks he creates. As the youngest of five on his father's side and his mother's only child, his life has been shaped by a diverse family dynamic ranging from military service to business ventures.
I guess I had to mix it up. You did.
Even a few took to the streets. With his latest album, Echoes of the Last Samurai, 448 blends history, identity, and emotion into a masterpiece that's impossible to ignore. Stick around as we explore his inspiration, his challenges, and what his album means to him. So let's get started.
What's the deal? What's the deal, viewers, man? If you ain't here, man, it's your boy 448G, man. We tapped in. Been working all week. I got an album coming out called Echoes of the Last Shadows. Right now, we projecting to come out somewhere around March, but we adding people onto the album every day. So it might get pushed back a little bit, but right now we thinking March.
Okay, March, I got a few questions for you guys, man. 448. I mean, your album title, The Echoes of the Last Samurai. It's unique. Can you share the inspiration behind it? What's the story you're trying to tell?
Man, you can look. It's deep. It's tied into me. Hold on. It's literally on my hand. I got the samurai tattooed on my hand. To me, Echoes of the Last Samurai is like it's basically saying I'm the last of the people creating their own sound. It's a lot of artists right now, and there's a lot of people who call themselves music artists or rappers or whatever you want to call it. But I feel like I'm the last of the breed that's really trying to create my own sound. Like I feel pride in not sounding like anybody. I tried to not sound like anybody. So that's where the inspiration came to me. I feel like I'm really the last of the people trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? The last of the samurai.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I can feel it, man. You grew up in Wyandotte County, Kansas. I have seen myself. How has your upbringing shaped your music and the message in your song?
uh, Wyandotte County, man. I grew up kind of on and off. I went back and forth here from here in Dallas, Texas, a lot. Fort Worth to be exact. Jumping back just between the different flows of pace, man. The dot is we all know it's one of the grimiest places on earth. If you know, if you've been to the dot, but it's also one of the most beautiful places on earth. Like I don't know how to explain that better. In the dot, you can see the worst of the worst and the best of the best in the same day, and sometimes you might not see any of it. I've been almost through every type of emotion out here, from being to the highest of the highest to the lowest of the lows, and it seemed like no matter what, I can always find a way to make it through in my city, and that's what I was looking for.
You said that you never really felt like you had a foothold in Kansas City. Can you elaborate on what that means and how it influenced your path as an artist?
Uh, what I mean by I never really had a foothold is like I grew up here, but I didn't really grow up here. Like I went to middle school here for a little bit, and then I left and I came back in high school. Like some people know a different version of me because some people know the younger me, and then we didn't meet up till we were older, and some people will only know the older me and didn't know me when I was younger. So it's always a weird type of step, and a lot of the people are kind of tied in the city. I never was really here long enough to involve myself with the city like that. I have started to get deeper into it now with the brothers that I got now and the people around me. But as far as having just a real foothold in the city, because I bounced around so much, I never really felt like I was able to place a real foothold.
What role did one at high school play in the person and artist that you are today? Were there specific moments or people who inspired you?
Uh, Man, in Washington, I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody know if you was going to Washington when I went to school, you know Mr. Speller. He was a stand-up cat, and he was one of the people that helped me through a lot of things. Coach Potts, he was a real one. You know, you helped me out too. But it was a couple. It was a couple very influential people while I was going to high school. I feel like Washington taught me almost the rules and ropes to Kansas. Like I said, I really didn't come back till I was about 13, 14. So I felt like that was my like welcome home introduction to how the city worked. Now that you older, now that you really aware of things and you aware of what's going on, this is how the city works. So I felt like Washington was like my introduction or like my blueprint to how to get around the city and where and where not to go around. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Washington too. I went to Washington for 3 years, and my last show was I had a good time in Washington. I had a lot, made a lot of friends, and I'm still friends today. Shout out to Washington Wildcats,
You did.
and them Horman Hawks.
You did. Yeah, I went to Washington for about 3 years too. I went to, like I was saying, I went to school out in Crowley, Texas. Shout out to Crowley Hawks. You know what I'm saying? Big number 10. You already know who I am. We crashing through. But I finished my last 3 years up at Washington. I went ahead and came up there my sophomore year and finished out. I went ahead and graduated out of there. Big Wildcat. Since they said through.
Coming from a diverse family and with military members, business owners, and others who live life in the streets, how do these dynamics influence your perspective and creativity?
Uh, I feel like with most people, they take it as a disadvantage to say that they have family members that do this or do that. But I feel like it's my truth and it's what makes me a kind of you hear it in my music and what I talk about in my music and how I speak. Um, Having people in my life that's been on both sides of the road, it showed me where you can go on both sides of the road. So it kind of left me in the middle. So that's where my music stands from. I kind of give it a touch of both sides. You can go this way and it's gonna be that route, or if you get smarter, we can learn how to do this. So I try to give people a blend of both sounds because growing up, like I said, it was, now that I'm older, I understand that it was more of an advantage to me to be able to see things from both point of views of life, from the opening the doors to the white collar to standing on the corner trying to see how it work. You know what I'm saying? Sliding around with cuz late at night trying to get some things going, and then you pop up going to school in the morning. A and B kids, you got football practice, everything, and then Friday night you bam, you know what I'm saying? You get to making it work. So I feel like that's what developed me.
So, I've seen you perform a few places. You performed down there at Club Sports. Man Marlon had some things going on.
Yep.
And, I think we hooked up right there. Then we had Life of the Rockstar concert. Short Beat Man and some big Rockstar, Life of the Rockstar concert brought you together with other talented artists like Riz Illuminated, Michael Drew,
Shout out,
Dita,
shout out.
Heaven, and Skip Carter. What was that experience like, and how did it impact your career?
Uh, I feel like it's funny that you mentioned those two shows. Those two shows particularly are two shows that I hold kind of as a blueprint. Those were to test my sound. Like I said, I don't even know what to call my genre of music. Really, I don't know what to call my sound. It's my sound. You know what I'm saying? It's 448. If you want to know what I make I make music. But I feel like those two shows were like an opening door type day to where I could show people that it's a different type sound in the city. And I know we have distance where we usually lead tours, but no matter what, it's always gonna be somebody striving to do something different. So those two shows particularly, especially, were a big opening door for me to really start pushing myself and pushing the sound.
Surely you got a unique sound, man. That was one of the things that kind of caught my ear in your performance, man. You had a lot of energy and confidence in like I said, unique. Uh, let's talk about the sound of the album. How would you describe the musical vibe and theme of the Echo of the Last Samurai?
So the vibe and the theme for this, we going like I said, like a samurai. So we going raw, straight slashing through, uncut. I'm giving you the raw emotion. I want you when you listen to this album, I want you to feel this album. When you sit down and you turn this music on, I want you to know that track 7 is for when you get ready to go do something and you hype. I want you to know that track 2 is that track that you might not play with nobody else around. You might even want nobody even know you like that track. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know that track 12 is what's gonna bring you and the family together. Like that's what I want. In this right here, I want to bring in more essence of complete energy. You know what I mean? I want this to be almost like transponded against people. I want people to feel this music. I don't want this to be an album, or I don't want this to be something that gets pushed just because it's hyped up or it's hype music. I want people to really tell me, I feel the music. I feel where it's coming from.
Feel it. Feel it. Many artists have defining moments that push them toward their craft. What? When did you realize music was your craft?
Hey, it's crazy. I talk about this all the time with my peoples. Well, I talk about this all the time with my dudes. Probably 4 or 5 years old, and my mama taught me how to play the Spanish guitar, and she had taught me how to play 2 or 3 songs, and I would play in her daycare. And the people who would come and pick up their kids would always ask, like, yeah, who trained your son, or where did he learn to do music like that, and things like that. And I feel like that was my defining moment. Like people having an interest in me even playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on the Spanish guitar, or what I'm saying, just making up my own sounds, and people thinking it's something else. I think that was like, okay, I can attract people with this. And from then it was like, all right, I like this. Music is I can make other people feel better, or I can make somebody change the way they feel by doing this. That's what helped me too.
Change their vibe.
You know what I'm saying?
Vibration. Change their vibration.
For sure.
How does the being the youngest of 5 on your father's side and your mother's only child affect your identity? Because and the way you navigate the world, because like you got 5, I got 5 other siblings.
Yeah.
But they are female, 5 on my mother's side.
Yeah,
I'm my father's only son, you know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
I know kind of the dynamic like that, man. So how, you know what I'm saying, did it affect your identity in the way you navigate the world?
Yeah, definitely, because it's like a lot of people. It's like growing up in 2 different households at the same time. You dig? It's like it's like mama might like the towels folded and put to the left, but pops tell you to fold them and put them to the right. So you kind of gotta remember, and you grow up with, I wouldn't say so many rules, but you grow up so with so much of a foundation that you set them upon yourself. I feel like it structured me in a lot of ways, but I feel like in a lot of ways, it definitely kept me from doing certain things. Now that I am starting to push out and branch, and I do feel like I'm kind of stepping out the boundary. Even on both sides, I kind of feel like the I'm not gonna say the black sheep, because my people gonna support me on whatever I'm doing. But like I don't. We have other people in my family and around, like my pops and my mom's side, that's, what I'm saying, doing their thing and making it, but I'm the only music artist, or I'm the only one that's really doing music like that. So it kind of brought me together, but at the same time, it it showed me what not to do. You know what I mean? It was real weird.
I mean, it sounds like, you have a lot of respect, in your life, a
For
lot
sure.
of influences, and, a lot of angles to see the world, and I kind of see where how that affects your beauty and your style, man. It's not just in a box, you know what I'm saying? It's more free and open. So, yeah, I can see that.
Man, check it out. It had been like, put it this way, growing up in the way I grew up, it was like I wouldn't even say it was a bad thing, but like I went to like nine different middle. Nah, I went to like five different middle schools, and it was just because moving around, we going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So it was like learning that, and then doing that, it I had to learn so many different things and develop different behaviors that I feel like after so much of developing different behaviors and learning so many different things, I just created my own style, and that's just what stuck me. It's just I found a way that I can make it through life. You know what I'm saying?
If someone could only listen to one track on Echoes of the Last Samurai, which one would you recommend and why?
It's a song called Rage. It's a song called Rage. The name might be changed. It might be something a little different later on. You'll know. But right now, we sticking to the name Rage, and that's the song I would want everybody to listen to. That's the rawest song. I feel like that's gonna give you the biggest picture of who I am as a person, and the battles I've been through and what I'm trying to do and where I'm trying to go. I feel like it's one of the songs that might pull you into my style of music and make you understand what I'm trying to do.
How many tracks you got?
Right now, I'm trying to stick to 12, but like I said, we moving around the city, so I might hit y'all with something deluxe, man. I might hit y'all with something deluxe. I might even just split it up into little chapters and call it chapter one, chapter two, and do something crazy with y'all. 'Cause like I said, right now I'm trying to stick to 12, but we like 20 songs deep, and we ain't even hit March yet. You know what I'm saying? We just now in February. Barely. We ain't even in February yet. We still in January.
Who are some of the features and who's doing the production?
I got a couple different people. So I got my boy 2-1 out in Texas. You know what I'm saying? He spent a couple of my tracks, but most all of my tracks that you gonna hear on this album is done by Skip Carter. He produces most of my music that you gonna hear, if not all of the music on this track. That's who putting this together. But I mean, I got features from right now. I got features from Don Kev, Skip Carter. I got features from Rue Hart, Mac Blue. I'm working on a few special features. I can't even put them out yet. We gotta lock them in on contract deals type, like actual features. I got my boy 6K out in Texas. He gonna tap in. I got 2-1. I got Trav Wade. Get ready to hop on. I got about 9 artists already on this album already. So like I said, I got 3 songs per artist. Y'all do the math.
I do a little production too, man. I make little things too, man.
Hey, send me something through. Send me something through. We always working. You send me something, I'm gonna send you a song back. How about that? You send me a beat, I'm gonna send you a song back.
Okay.
How about that?
You performed alongside some incredible artists. Who's your dream collaboration, and what would you hope to make with them?
It'll probably be artist by the name of Honcho. He make pain music, but it's real music. It's real music. You know, it's something you can listen to and understand and almost give you a story right now. I feel like I really want to tap in and try to do that. He's up in the industry right now, so he got a couple levels to go before he get tapped in. But like I said, that's just somebody that in the future, I plan on working with, trying to, put something together. I listen to his music too. It kind of gave me some inspiration, so I know when I get to sit down in the studio with him, it's gonna be some music. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something powerful for me.
Samurai metaphor in your album kind of intrigued. What personal values or philosophies inspired you to take on this theme?
like I said, growing up from both sides, like I seen the full family and I seen a single family. My mama was always a soldier, no matter what, you know what I'm saying? So in my life, I guess you could say that was the, the samurai for me. And there's been other people, you know, my pops, other people who stuck out and done things, you know, that kind of was like, all right, it was a stick out. And growing up in life, it was certain situations, things that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? If you know me, you know I got a little bullet hole in this leg, you dig? You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, certain situations we've been through in life that made me feel like the samurai, the ninja, you know what I'm saying? The way, the code, like that honor, you know what I'm saying? Bringing that honor to yourself is something that's always a goal for me, you know what I'm saying? Bringing honor to my people, bringing honor to who I am and what I do, you know what I'm saying? It's almost dishonorable to me to look my family in the eyes and say I'm a rapper, but I can't provide everything that I want for them, not off of music. You know what I'm saying? That's almost dishonorable to me. So I feel like in a way this album is me pushing the ways to really grasp to these people so I can get my foothold and step out into the world and show that it's, you know what I'm saying, I can do something honorable.
Respect. Dig it. What's the most challenging part of being an artist today, especially coming from a place like Wyandotte County?
Uh, the most challenging part about being an artist today is I would say breaking out of I would say breaking out of the city. The most challenging part of the artist today now is breaking out of your city. Once you break out of your city, once you eh, get rolling and get known in other places and things like that, it usually seems to pick up. But right now, at least for me, for my personal thing, you know what I'm saying, I would say that breaking out of your city, branching out, connecting with those people who really gonna genuinely help you, not trying to get anything from you, not trying to earn anything from you, or you know, charge you over the top, smack you over the head, trying to do something crazy to you, or you know, just mislead you, but genuinely help you out the city. It's hard to find that right now, especially in this city.
Yeah, man. I mean, it is hard to do a lot of self. I've always been.
You feel me? I'm fine being an underdog as long as I get a bite. You dig?
If you could send a message to your younger self, kid growing up in KKK, what would you say?
Yeah. Do it sooner. Do it sooner, bro. What you waiting on? You do it sooner, bro. Like what you waiting on, fam? You got no more time to waste at all. Wake up, get up, move,
Get it done.
get it done.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Don't,
Like you playing, you sleeping,
you know,
you slacking off, my boy.
stop
You,
procrastinating.
you dig? You see what's right in front of you, and you see what's around you. Go and get that. It's right there.
So what's next for 448, man? Do you have any upcoming projects, collaborations, or goals that the fans should look out for?
So like I said, we got the album coming out in March. We got the music video. I'm dropping a music video in the morning, so y'all can look out for that. I got collaborations from 5 of the hottest artists in the city. We tapping in. We trying to go do some things out in Dallas. We'll have a show coming up in Dallas not too soon. You know what I mean? Not too long. Maybe trying to get that locked in right after March. You know what I'm saying? And we got a couple little small movie projects getting ready to drop. And also look out for my new page. It's called In the Lens. We're gonna have a new project coming up where I'm bringing in a new scene to Kansas City area and all over. We're gonna be traveling all over, meeting different artists, tapping in with them in their home state and their home area, wherever they feel comfortable, getting a little interview, tapping in with what's moving. Y'all come tune in with me.
What's your socials, man? Get your socials, man, so they can tap in with
Man, y'all go ahead and tap in with my socials. All my socials is 448 Manifesting. That's manifesting. Manfesting. You dig? 448. Or you can get me on my social media. And my name is GUEIWARE. You can catch me on my Facebook. Just go ahead and tag in. If you Can't find me? Get on your social media. Type in 448G. I come up everywhere. Everywhere.
You know about that 448G, man. Don't too many people know that 448G
Man,
in real
listen.
life.
Check it out. Check it out. I said Wanda educated me, man. If you move around this city and you don't know what 448 mean, you ain't educated or you ain't really from here. That's all I really got to say about that one, you dig?
Hey, bro, here go two books, man.
For sure that.
I wrote both of those books, man.
For sure that.
Let the people, let your fans know.
Tap in,
show
tap
'em,
in, tap in.
You can get both those books at Amazon.com.
Come get these right now, you
my
dig?
website at www.mbmanagement.com.
Nah, this actually fire. Nah, tap in for real though. Look, this is raw. This is just like my music. This raw. He actually putting this out. This coming from the city. This somebody in the city putting out books, like educating the people on some real. Like he giving it to y'all. These is real books. Like this ain't no. These ain't. Come on now. These are not picture books. These ain't kid books. This is something to educate yourself with. Tap in with the man. If he putting this out like this, then he definitely doing something for the city, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, thanks, 448, man, for coming shopping through with M&B TV, man. It was a pleasure, hearing about your album, learning more about you, man, hearing your life stories, and, just getting to know you a little bit better, man. I know you got that talent. This is just going to be the beginning. And I'll see you at the top, brother. And, hey, tap into M&B TV.
Hey, we tapped into MNB TV. We tapping out with your boy 448. Don't forget to tap in with me on all my socials. It's 448 Manifest. And come get up with me and meet me at the top. If you beat me there, send me some money so I can meet you on the way, you dig?